me making mistakes, and obviously fair play to him, he capitalised on a lot of stuff as well. But just being prepared to, like, he took me down I think twice when I should have been, stuffing them. So I made a lot of mistakes, I would say, but I've already made the changes. Never mind for when the next fight, if that fight does happen again.
Yeah, beautiful. Now, speaking of rematches, you do have a rematch coming up in this first round matchup as well. Who do you feel mentally this rematch benefits more? Is it him because he wants that revenge, or is it you because you already have the confidence knowing you finished him?
Yeah, so I would say you can look at it in two different ways. Obviously, he's going to be looking at trying to be positive, saying, you know what, he's got a chance to have, get revenge and almost eliminate get back at me. But I think psychologically and mentally, I've got the favour. I mean, it was only just 5 weeks ago that I beat him. So there's that. And there's also the fact that I slightly injured him in that fight as well. There was probably a good few weeks after that fight where he had to either rest or be very careful in his training camp. I've landed that submission in the gym, and that's me doing it a lot more careful in the gym, and it's, it can even hurt, them. It damages the cartilage and the ribs. So yeah, I think mentally he's going to know that he's not had the best fight camp, especially early on, with it being only 6 weeks of a difference. I think that will all be playing in his head, and this time I'm even sharper. I came out uninjured, just straight back to training, so I'm going to be even better this time.
Yeah, a little bit of lasting effects from that fight. Now, last one for me, man. Do you have any message to your fans back home?
Just message to the fans is just thank you for all the support. I'm representing Scotland and the UK, putting you on the map. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just thanks for the support. I really appreciate it. When I'm walking out fighting, I'm doing it for us all, not just myself.
Hey, I appreciate your time, Stevie, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
All right, Max.
How you doing, Stevie? This is Max going from the Going Live Network. Thanks so much for taking the time.
No worries, man. Thank you.
Absolutely. I had a quick 2 questions for me. Obviously, we just kind of touched on it just now. You do have this rematch, but I was just wondering, how do you approach a rematch after a victory? Are there any major changes you make in your preparation, or are you confident that, hey, it worked this time, it's going to work the next time as well?
So I think it just depends on how the fight went, really. This time around, maybe some small, slight adjustments. But if you look at the first fight, regardless of the finish, I think the fight was going well. The first round was fairly close. Wasn't too much in it in terms of, who won the round. It was fairly close. So just made some small adjustments and what I can do better to make sure that I'm winning the round and winning the fight. But in terms of plan, it's just a same plan, like I'm going to be coming forward, trying to take his head off, or submit him, just, go in and win. I don't feel like I need to, do a certain thing. I believe I can win on the feet, on the ground, just whatever.
Awesome. And then just one final question for me. To my knowledge, this is your first fight in New York City. Do you feel any additional pride fighting at such a historic venue as the main event?
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, it's my first time in New York, main eventing, MSG. And yeah, I'm just kind of glad. And, I've seen this coming. Like, I believe I've worked hard, putting the hard work over the last 12 years, because really, everything I've done in my career has all led up to this fight on Friday. So I feel like, this is just the start of what I deserve and the amount of hard work that I've put in, and it's now going to be paying off.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time, and good luck this week.
Thank you.
Anyone have any more questions for Stevie? Okay. Conan, go ahead.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Sorry. Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay. Yes, Stevie, you are proudly representing Scotland. Could you please tell us more about your hometown in Scotland?
Tell us more about my hometown in Scotland. So I live in Fife, close to Edinburgh in Scotland. Lived there my whole life. And yeah, just, proud to represent Fife and Scotland and the UK.
For this particular rematch, please tell us where you trained and the people who you trained with.
So I train at higher level MMA in Bathgate, Scotland. It's in between Edinburgh and Glasgow. I train along beside Danny Henry, who's in the UFC, Mark Ewan, who is in EFC. Obviously my coach, James Doolan. We've got multiple people. I mean, we've got up and rising guys like Sean Clancy, who's going to be a really watch out for him. I mean, there's so many guys. We've had past, previous, current top fighters.
Okay, thank you. Good luck, Stevie.
Thank you.
Dylan.
Hey there, Stevie. I appreciate you making some time.
Thank you. No worries, you too.
I'm just wondering because I noticed a headline going around saying that you'd be looking at some double history here, just being the UK's first world champ since Michael Bisping and the only $1 million PFL prize winner. Can you speak to how much of a motivator that is in this playoffs series, if at all?
Yeah, I mean, it's really motivating. I mean, I've won the Cage Warriors world title. I've been two-time champion there, but Cage Warriors is probably more a European thing, even though it's a world title, whereas PFL were right up there with, Bellator and the UFC. And to win that, it would feel like, it's a real kind of world title. And especially with 2 wins over Pettis and then whoever I get in the final. But yeah, it'll be cool. That and the bonus of the $1 million is a big help as well.
Awesome. Thanks so much for the insights, man.